of women overall. And that, to me, does not say that advisors are counting the value of non-working spouses who perhaps are at home taking care of kids. And it's a statistic that I'd love to see increase that 57% to 90%. 50% of U.S. households, over 58 million, said they need more life insurance coverage. And in my view, this translates to an opportunity for advisors, because if families know they need more life insurance, they need you to work on the comprehensive planning to find out how much more they need and for how long. Another question that arises often is, what exactly are underwriters looking for these days? Can you explain how critical underwriters are to the whole process of life insurance? And at this point, it's important that I tell you that Low-Load Insurance Services does upfront underwriting for clients. We call it pre-underwriting. When your client asks for a quote, there are some basic questions we're going to ask them in addition to their date of birth and their smoking status. And we call these chartable risks. These are things that we can look up on a chart. They are objective. The first one is build. How much does a person weigh? Their height and weight ratio is important to an insurance company. 10 pounds one way or the other can make a great deal of difference in whether or not someone is underwritten at a preferred plus rate, a preferred rate, a select, or a standard rate. So we're going to ask your client. You might also like to know that we found that there's sometimes a little discrepancy between what a person will tell us when we speak to them about their height and weight and what the examiner says. And women lie. We lie. We lie by 5 or 6 pounds. But men usually lie by 10 or more pounds. So everybody needs to make sure that their clients are giving us the correct information. When it's chartable, we can tell you what somebody may be, what underwriting class they'll qualify for. Another important chartable risk is family health history. Was there a parent that had heart disease, cancer, kidney disease, diabetes? Those are chartable risks. Financial risks are something else that the underwriters like to have exact facts. What was someone's income? What was their bonus income? Do they have unearned income? Those kinds of facts help with the financial justification. There are also certain health conditions that are considered chartable. We know that the cholesterol ratio, the blood pressure, depending on the age, and medications can chart whether or not someone will qualify for the best rates. Avocation is another one that's chartable in that we obtain the information regarding people's avocations. It might be they may be private pilots, they may travel to exotic places, but the more information we have, the more likely we are to get fairly accurate quotes for your client. What if something's non-chartable? This is the subjective part. It's how an underwriter assesses risk. So on the first part, Low Load gathers this information from your client. We ask a lot of questions about their health history. But when the application is actually submitted to the insurance company, this is when the underwriting begins. Insurance company underwriters put all of these pieces of paper in front of them, or probably on their computer, and at this point we call it the first underwriting review. They're going to look at the application. This is the information that your client shared with us